right. Hey, hey. All right. So, Ophiuchus, welcome back, everybody. Let's go ahead and jump on in and we will see where this storyline is going to take us today. I hope everybody's had a beautiful Sunday. Mine's been a mixed bag. So, we've got God, our High Priestess. And in this case, this is somebody who's really good at getting to the meaty parts, somebody that's really good at digging in deep. You notice she's a bird with a really long beak, so that she can kind of like dig down beneath the water's surface and find those little nuggets, or in this case find little fish to eat. um, I feel as if the High Priestess's energy is on like a heightened power circuit right now. This could be Ophiuchus, and their spidey sense is kind of off the charts right now, or will be. They might be walking along and they're saying, I mean, you notice it's dark, but she has no problem seeing where she's going. This could be that Ophiuchus is navigating something in their life where, even though there's no reason that they should feel confident about something, feel like they know what they're doing, know where they're going, they just do. They're saying, I don't know why, but I can see where the nuggets are, or I trust that I'll be able to arrive where I'm supposed to and access what I need to. Oh, they're on like a little mission to find their 10 of cups. This is someone who I feel like Ophiuchus is feeling almost like a gravitational pull towards something. Now, this is really kind of uncanny because it's as if Ophiuchus is saying, and this could be almost anything, but they could be saying, for some reason, I feel like I'm supposed to go to South Carolina. I'm supposed to go to Florence. I'm supposed to go wherever it is that they feel like they must go. They may not have a reason as to why they're drawn to a place. They only know that they must. And they know that this has something to do with they're following like the ley lines, or they're following some invisible magnetic like highway that is going to lead them to their 10 of cups. And our character just seems very sure about this. They seem like they already know where this road leads, but they have no reason why they should know that. Now, this is an animal deck, so I think about it oftentimes like animal instinct, like, what drags us any one direction. Well, sometimes it's our logic, sometimes it's our intuition. In this case, because it's a High Priestess, it's more than just intuition. Boy, this Ophiuchus is like headed to, we keep seeing family related things. We've got 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, but on both of these cards, what we see is family, loyalty, love, stability, a multitude of wonderful people in Ophiuchus's life, the life that they want to have, a legacy that they want to build. And it feels like, I don't know if this is like an Ophiuchus who says, I already know that I'm going to end up with someone who has kids. Maybe I don't have kids, but I know that I'm going to have kids through them, and then I'll get to enjoy grandkids thanks to them. This Ophiuchus could be a divine feminine. Sorry, I've got to have a sip. This Ophiuchus could be a divine feminine. Doesn't mean it has to be a woman, but just the divine feminine energy, the nurturing energy, the energy of the moon. They may want to nurture a family, and they could be a man and still want to do that, of course, but it feels like they're going to get the whole package and they just know it. This is really nice. How is it that our character knows it? Well, we have the Justice card sideways. We got the High Priestess once again sideways, and then we've got, hold on, I have to give her a little swimsuit. We've got the Star card sideways. Okay, so we have Libra, we've got Aquarius, and then we've got kind of the blend. I always look at this as like a little bit of Virgo dashed with some Pisces, dashed with some Cancerian energy. 3 major arcana, though. I say, how does our Ophiuchus know that they're on this right path? And their answer is, I don't know. I just sense that the universe is aligning things, and all I have to do is really listen. And I'm not even sure what I'm listening for, so please don't ask me to explain it. I only know that I gotta hear that, my heart will tell me what I really want, and that'll be part of it. The universe putting things into balance for me. That'll be part of it, and my intuition. If I can listen to those things, I think I'll find my way. This is a very I'm surprised we don't have like the Fool card, because this feels like a tremendous radical sense of trust. Let's go back to our animal deck for a moment, because I do feel like this is deep level of instinct. We've got another card that's sideways, which is actually the World card. I feel like this is so wild, because our character says, I don't know. I only know something is changing for me, and I know that I'm headed toward true satisfaction, true alignment, and true happiness. Okay, I want specifics for this character though, right? Because I'm cheering for them. I want to see like what's in fact, let's break this down a little bit and let's give them some assistance here. If is there anything like negative for them to be on the lookout for? Anything that could be like, oh yikes, the big sign by the side of the road that says do not enter, do not go this way. Is there anything like that? We have a 7 of Pentacles, and we have the Fool card. So this says it's a combination of, oh, this is so convoluted, but forgive me, I only get the cards that we get, so this is what we got to roll with. If the universe were to give this Ophiuchus any kind of like good advice along this journey of where the pitfalls could be, it would be number one, making a decision that they know how long anything will take. The universe says, remember, you're listening to your intuition. Your intuition's going to guide you at every step. But if you get in front of your intuition and say, oh, yes, I'm going to listen to my intuition, but I know it's going to take at least 7 months. The universe is like, who the hell said it's going to take 7 months? Did I tell you that? No, I said, listen to your intuition. Take it one step at a time. Be present. Make a decision every day when you're faced with it. Make the decision that your heart wants to make. But don't start telling the universe how long it's going to take, because you're going to screw up everything. Then you're not listening to intuition, because you made a decision about how long it has to take before you can get to the magical kingdom and all this happiness that awaits you. Why? What if you could have it tomorrow? If you listened to your heart and you made the right choice, why would you insist, no, I should suffer for 7 months, instead of be able to have this amazing partner and meet this incredible person and have the most amazing job? What if you could have it tomorrow by making the right decisions? Sometimes, I think that the universe is reminding Ophiuchus. I'll use myself as a simple example. Once upon a time, there was a place that I was going to go put in an application. This is when I was very young. And I was going to put in an application to work at this place. And I couldn't find the place. And I stopped at the grocery store first for some bizarre reason. And I kept thinking, I've got these groceries. I should just go home. And there was this moment where I was like, I really wanted to just turn back around, but then something said, no, go a little bit further. And I did, and I found it. And I ended up working there for years. And it was one of those things where a lot of really important things and people and situations, shaped me. And that was all thanks to the fact that I didn't turn around. I decided that the orange juice wouldn't get too hot in the car after all, so I should go a little bit further. And those are just moments where it's like that could have gone one way or the other. We have to make decisions in the moment sometimes, because that decision to continue changed probably some course in my life, whether or not I ever know what that is. So if we have a predetermined idea of how long something's going to take or how it has to go, maybe that's not the best way to still claim that we're listening to all of our intuition, not if we are still forcing a timeline. So I think that's valid. And then the other card is, by contrast, that the universe is saying the opposite to this character, saying, nor should you let giddy excitement override true intuition, to where you just go, all right, today I'm just going to say yes to everything. And the universe is like, what? Intuition is a form of like cultivated intelligence. It's a thing that helps us. The intuition that an animal has helps it understand if there's danger. They don't see it maybe, but they sense it and they go, I think there's a predator out there. We've got to have instinct. We've got to have that to help us. And if we go, oh, I'm just going to be like, throw that out the window, I'm not going to pay attention to anything, and I'm just going to leap before I look all day long, every day. The universe is like, they're reminding this person that the message has already come out twice, which is, use the intuition, which really means it's a I don't want to define what intuition is. How do I know what it is? That's not really in the story. I shouldn't go down any further road. I think that's enough to leave it there, and every audience member can interpret this however they wish. But all right, so if those are the only pitfalls for this character, then what are the positives? What are, well, I don't think I should ask that, because remember, this is all about them following their intuition. So hold on, I have to change my line of questioning there, because otherwise I'll be forcing the story, and I can't do that. Otherwise it's not honoring what the story is. Karen Bishop, good to see you, honey. I feel like we just need to let some cards pop. Let me just let it flow. We have got 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. No need to focus on what we don't have yet, or what might not work out, or what might not happen, because this is more like the things that our character ends up with could be things they would have never dreamed would be what they wanted. They know they're headed for something fabulous, but what if what's really fabulous and going to be soul satisfying for them is nothing that looks like these 2 cards, right? Happiness, soul satisfying, true fulfillment, and true prosperity looks different for every character. And if this imagery that we have is like, oh, okay, so somebody has to live in this kind of like classic 1800s, what do you call those? Like the painted lady houses, like almost Victorian era, on this big piece of green property, and have really well-behaved children. That's not everybody's idea of happiness. I don't like those kinds of houses myself. I find them a little too much. That wouldn't be my vision of the happiest place. But then again, who am I to say what would be the happiest house for me to live in? I haven't lived in that before. Maybe I would love it. Until you're in the thick of it, making a decision in the moment, how would you really know for sure what the perfect house, or where it's going to feel so good and feel like home? We have 8 of Swords. There is, I think that this says Ophiuchus doesn't really have anything holding them back as far as like losses or a sense of lack, but the things that can impede anything is overthinking, and just recognizing that for themselves, they don't have any limitations other than what they place on themselves. So this is a little bit of a harsh message, because it says Ophiuchus, if Ophiuchus is not reaching the things that they want, it's because they stopped themselves. And it's up here that they stopped themselves. And that's a really, okay, how do they avoid that? How does anybody avoid that?